gentlemen, I know I just recently made a video on the more reliable leaks surrounding the next batch of Nova Flares. I thought that'd be all I'd have to upload today. However, whilst I was doing a bit of a short stream on my channel, multiple quite reliable leaks came out that I simply couldn't ignore anymore because they kept stacking up, right? So in this video, we will be covering some information around the upcoming fake characters and even the future when it comes to the fake collab, and as well as some possible upcoming buffs for some characters. So let's start off with the buffs. As you guys know, we just talked about the more reliable leaks by Full Stop Chan around the next batch of Nova Flares, which are supposed to be Sunday, Topaz, Jiaoqiu, and Argenti. However, this buff is not a Nova Flare. Supposedly, this is a new item, a new way of buffing a character that HSR is supposed to introduce sometime this year. However, it won't only buff the character, but it will also improve and possibly add animations to those characters as well. And according to Anon, the most reliable leaker in our entire space, the 3 characters who should be getting this item this year are Acheron, Jing Yuan, and as well as Dan Heng, Imbibitor Lunay. So those 3 characters will be the ones who will get this special treatment in this item. However, I do have to say, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, right? According to Anon, this item does cost something. We don't know what it is specifically yet, but it's not going to be something completely free like the Nova Flares are. And this is likely because they additionally have animation upgrades. So this is probably Hoyo's way of being able to sell a buff, which is by adding animation upgrades for the characters alongside the buff. You can decide whether or not for yourself it's scummy. In my opinion, I'd rather just hold on what I think about it until we actually get to the point where we can really see something of substance, right? What does it actually cost? What does it consume? What do you need to do to achieve this? Because there is a possibility it might not be the worst thing in the world, right? However, yes, should be Acheron, Dill, and Jing Yuan getting these buffs in the future. Next, we have some leaks by Anon. Once again, all these leaks are by Anon basically, about the best in slot teams for Gilga and Rin. Now this hurt me, right? I was very sad the second I saw this on the stream because I really wanted to run Gilga as a main DPS. However, according to Anon, he said, well, I know it sounds like a joke, but Rin's teammate is Archer and Gilga's is Saber, right? This doesn't require game understanding. You just need to be able to read text. And he then, after this, clarifies exactly what he means by drawing the comparison to Cyrene's buff, where, for those who don't know, every single Chrysos heir has their name written down with a unique buff to them, which implies that probably Rin and Gilga are going to have something similar in their kits, where, for example, in Gilga's case, he's going to have something where it says, if paired with Saber, give Saber this buff. And with Rin, it'll be the same thing, but with Archer. So yes, it's likely that Saber plus Gilga is going to be the new best Saber team, and Rin plus Archer is going to be the new best Archer team, and these are going to be both of their best teams, right? I don't know how you guys feel about that. Once again, I'm personally sad about it, but I know not everybody is me. And lastly, this is some pretty big information talking about the future of this fake collab. Will there be more, or is this the final one? According to Anon, the fake collaboration will be a long-term annual event, if nothing goes wrong. And the next female character for next year will most likely be Sakura, STC, which stands for Subject to Change. So this means the fake collab banners aren't going anywhere. The fake collab generally isn't going anywhere for a very, very long time unless something abruptly happens and puts a stop to this. So this is massive, massive news because keep in mind, I mean, at this point, Sabers and Archers banners might end up being up on the game for like 3 years straight, which is insane to say, but that does seem very likely at this point. These banners are basically permanent, right? Any fake character that gets added in this game, you are permanently there with your banner up the entire time. And then also us getting insight into what next year's fake collab character will most likely be a year earlier, that's insane, right? So once again, he said it was Sakura. Sakura should be the most likely character in the next fake collab, and I'm assuming he currently isn't aware of the second one. So yeah, massive leaks around some old character buffs and animation buffs and a new item. Pretty big leaks around the best in slot teams for these upcoming fake characters. And as well, you have this confirmation that the fake collab isn't going anywhere, and there's a lot more to come, and these banners also aren't going anywhere. Also, with this new information from Anon, it makes a lot more sense why it is that they're allowing you to choose a free Archer or a free Gilga, because if you are someone who prefers Rin, you'd obviously end up getting Archer to get that best in slot team. However, if you are someone who pulled Saber and don't care that much for Archer, then you use the free Gilga instead of free Archer, and then you buff your Saber, right? So it goes either way, and you can decide which character benefits you more, depending on the fake character you like more. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments once again. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night. Peace out. Something I forgot to add, and I'm only adding it in because I want to hit the 8-minute mark because I'm shameless, is surrounding me, right? Which accounts am I going to be playing on? This is a pretty big topic because, as you guys know, I no longer allow myself to play on like 3 or 4 accounts at once because I realized it's very unhealthy and it burns me out quickly. So instead, what I do is I play on one account actively during that time, and I put my other ones on the bench, and I return to them whenever I feel like it, right? And an opportunity has arisen with this new information. For those who don't know, my E2 Firefly account and my account with Premium Dot also has an E2 Saber on it. So considering Gilga has been my most upcoming anticipated character, it is in my best interest to return to that account and get Gilga and build Gilga up for my Saber, and this way I also have 3 teams finalized on that account as well. So I knocked 2 birds with 1 stone. So yeah, you guys, if you watch my streams and even some of the background gameplays, I will now be doing all of that on that account, and I'm not really going to be playing on my main account with Silverwolf or my Phanon account with now Evanesia, the follow-up team, and Phanon. Right. Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.